John of God of Brazil. That's a good question. I don't know a ton about John of God of Brazil.
John Faria takes to his throne, claiming to cure everything from back pain to cancer.
From my understanding, he is a healer. He is a doctor. He is a
not so clever man who has all of 2 years of education.
João left school when he was 7 to work in his father's tailor shop. To this day, he cannot read or write.
He does divine healings, and I believe he does not take any money for his healings.
He's a thrifty businessman making tens of millions of dollars.
I'm a big supporter of what he's doing. He's a healer.
We've been investigating this man's practices around the world and have found a sinister history of police investigations, sexual assault allegations, and secret recordings.
He is healing thousands of people's lives, I think almost on a daily basis. He sees a lot of people every day. I saw a documentary where he had a massive line of individuals providing healing.
They don't actually have clear documented evidence of a single cure at any stage.
But it's the surgeries that have Dr. Rosengren most concerned.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrendous to watch. And there's this urge that you feel like you need to get up and take that scalpel from his hand and say, you know, this is criminal, this is wrong. Just modern medical world could not condone this behaviour in any way whatsoever.
Without a doubt, anybody that is enriching, healing, improving the lives of others, taking away pain from others, and not attributing that to themselves as he has. He says it's just divine working through him. It's not him doing anything. He's not healing at all. He's allowing God to flow through and heal him.
Maria's accusers include his own daughter, who says her father sexually abused her between the ages of 10 and 14.
My father is a monster. He took me to his room, took my clothes off, and I found it very strange. Then I asked him, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm going to perform a spiritual work on you." That's when all hell broke loose in my life.
And he'll do a lot of different weird things, like with the people, and from what I've seen, my perception is he's doing an incredible thing for humanity, and he's an amazing being. I could be wrong with that.
The disgraced guru has also been accused of running baby farms where girls were raped, impregnated, and then murdered 10 years after giving birth. Their infants allegedly sold on the black market. Faria remains behind bars and will face trial on rape and sexual abuse charges.
Regardless, what he's doing is incredible, and I'm a big supporter of that. If you don't know about John of God in Brazil, I would actually recommend learning a little bit about what he's doing.
Women were used as sex slaves. They were usually black, low income, and lived close to John of God's illegal properties. In return for food, they were impregnated, and the babies sold off to the UK, Australia, and US. The girls were aged between 14 and 18.
Have you ever sexually assaulted any of your followers? When she asked if he'd sexually assaulted anyone, he stared her down and said, "Your mother."
But this is a science that is also mastered in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. There's a lot of Ayurvedic doctors that are doing similar things that aren't as popular as John of God. And so big support of John of God, though, and love what he's doing.
Up your nose with a rubber hose. How does he carry out his healing? Well, it isn't up your nose with a rubber hose. It is up your nose with surgical scissors, believe it or not. It is absolute quackery. After having been diagnosed of cancer himself and having undergone surgery and undergone chemotherapy, and he was asked, why is it that you didn't use your fantastic supernatural healing powers on yourself? He had the nerve to say, well, does a barber cut his own hair?